friends, this is the Mrs. Volpe from our Half Acre Homestead. You saw me make Bold and Sassy barbecue sauce. Well, today I'm going to make steak sauce. Now this is not like the A1 sauce that you get in the store. It's more similar to HP sauce, which happens to be my favorite.
HP sauce is a brown ketchup. It's nice and it's not hot spicy, but it's got lots of seasoning in it. And it originated in England, but we get it here in Canada. It's similar to your A1 sauce, but better. It's really rich with in-depth flavor. Beautiful on a steak, on a cheese sandwich, on fried eggs. I love it. I'd take it over ketchup if it wasn't so expensive.
So, I hope you folks will take notes, because I, as always, don't always measure. Well, I do measure to after a fashion.
Now, how I got this recipe? Howie and I were sitting in a restaurant, I don't know, about 15 years ago, and I had a steak, and I asked for HP sauce. And I looked at the back of the bottle and got the ingredients list. Now, anybody who knows anything about ingredients when it comes to store-bought stuff is they put the ingredients in order of amount. So, in other words, whatever ingredient has the largest portion starts first, and the next largest portion goes next and goes next. And if you're careful, you can actually figure out the recipe, which is exactly what I did, and it was delicious.
Anyway, first ingredient, 48-ounce can of tomato juice. And 2 cups of cider vinegar. Or was that apple juice? No, that was the cider vinegar. 2 cups of apple juice. 1 cup of pitted dates. Oops, a little splash there. Let's get this stuff out of your vision here. We have just a little over half a can of frozen concentrated orange juice. Now, it sounds like I'm putting a lot of fruit in here, and I am, but it doesn't necessarily make it sweet. It helps give it a bolder, more broad flavor. Okay, we're going to frozen concentrated orange juice in there, and we're going to put in about a cup of molasses. This is blackstrap molasses. This is not your everyday stuff. This is the good stuff. And about a half a cup of honey. Yes, that was my dryer. At least I think it was. I haven't seen my dryer in a long time. Wolfie does a lot of the laundry because I can't do the stairs very well. I'm supposed to fold it. There's 3 piles of it in my room right now. Okay, that's our base. Tomato juice, concentrated orange juice, cider vinegar, apple juice, molasses, and honey. Now, we also got to put in a can of tomato paste, because although this is going to cook all day, we want to offset the wateriness from the apple juice, from the apple juice and the vinegar. So we're just going to give it a boost by giving it a can of tomato paste. So 1 small can, 1 5.5-ounce can of tomato paste. All right, now let's put that on high, and we're going to do our spices. First off, of course, we've got home dehydrated onion. Now we're going to want about a cup of the onion that's dehydrated, but you don't want a cup of the powder, of course. Although my husband would probably really like that, because he's an onion junkie. And I got one of these. I got another one of these at a yard sale. $2. really $2. I'm really happy about that. All right, that piece doesn't want to grind. That piece doesn't want to grind. So I'm going to say about 3 tablespoons of onion powder, maybe 4, but I'm going to say 3 tablespoons of onion powder. Now in here, I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of garlic flakes, heaping tablespoons. And about a teaspoon or 2 of black peppercorns. About a teaspoon of chili peppers. And of course, about a half a teaspoon of cayenne. Now remember, this is going to offset the sweetness. And about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons, whoops, maybe a tablespoon of dry mustard. And of course, this time we're going to remember the salt. And about a teaspoon of kosher salt. Teaspoon and a half. Alrighty, where did my lid go? There's my lid. Now remember folks, when you take the lid off this, there's a lot of nasty, hot spices in there that you could choke on. So please be careful. Tamp it down, open it away from you. Oops, if I can get the lid off. Let's have a little taste. That's nice. That's very nice. A little bit of afterburn. Alrighty, I'm going to clean up this mess. We're going to put this on high and we will be back later on when this is cooked down. And if the dates have not dissolved or anything like that, we can always hit this with the hand blender. Alright folks, we will be back later today. Okay folks, here is our beautiful, nice, dark, rich steak sauce. Now I did add more salt, another 2 cups of dates, and another can of tomato paste. Just because it was really nice and spicy and I didn't want to cook that down into too hot. Alright, so I'm going to go get a bottle out of the boiling water and a lid, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, now like jam, like ketchup, like relish, you don't necessarily need to boiling bath can it. You bottle it hot into hot boiled bottles and you put your lid on, and because of the amount of sugar, vinegar, and salt, this is just fine the way it is. Make sure our rim is clean, which it is. I was really careful. We'll screw down a hot lid, and Bob's your uncle. Steak sauce, folks. I'm going to go ahead and finish bottling this up, but it's not HP and it's not A1, but it's somewhere in between, and boy is it delicious. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead saying, why buy it if you can make it yourself?